Good evening, friends. I have with me an amazing person that I've met for the first time today in my life. And he is Dayakar Puskoor, who is the managing director of Dallas Venture Capital. And I'm right here in Dallas. What a privilege to be in his office today, having this conversation with me. And they have just they've just closed a very significant round, and they have made a great announcement as well. So Dayakar, it's fantastic to have had this cup of coffee and had this great conversation with you.
Thank you, Thomas, for coming all the way from India, especially first time meeting so much energy with you.
Absolutely. So Dayakar, it'll be great for you if you can just tell us a little bit about the fund,
sure.
about really your game plan, and how do you really see the vision?
Sure. So as you can see, we're based in Dallas here.
Yeah.
Just kind of give you a quick background. It used to be called Naya Ventures.
Right.
Now it's called Dallas Venture Capital. So we focus mainly B2B SaaS companies. Right. Our thesis is, where we like to invest in companies. They are already develop the product and have good product market fit,
right,
and maybe having close to $1 million annual recurring revenue. We come and scale you from 1 million to 10 million. So that's our mantra.
No, I think that's beautiful, because I think there is so much of action in the B2B SaaS space.
Yeah.
And companies really need a lot of hand holding.
Yeah.
So what is it special that you would do for a company apart from giving them money, which will really help them, get that scale?
I'm glad you asked that question, Thomas, because that's one thing I felt as an entrepreneur, right? I raised a bunch of money in 2000, $55 million, and
fantastic.
My investors are pretty good, smart people, but really, I felt I needed help, closing some logos we just talked about, and also getting that revenue, right? So that's where we focus on strictly, how do we take their company from 1 to 3 million, 3 to 10 million dollars, or 10 to 20, 30, right? So to do that one, I'm happy to tell you, our team is right now close to 13 people. Plus, we have 30 advisors. These are not just namesake advisors, but these are the people, industry experts.
Right.
They are able to help our portfolio companies.
Right.
So we kind of call BSB. I think I told you,
right,
builders, sellers, buyers.
Fantastic.
So within our team, we have people like Abid. As used to be CEO of Wipro.
Yeah.
He used to sell to large enterprises.
Right.
And we have people like me who build software and sold to really large companies.
Right.
Then we have people like Rahul.
Right.
Rahul actually used to buy software, right? In large enterprises.
Right.
So that's where we think that combination makes a big difference for a company.
Yeah.
You go and ask any of our portfolio company, they will tell you how you're able to increase their revenue. Right?
Yeah, fabulous. And I think in my when we had this chat over a cup of coffee, you did mention that it's important not to just talk about strategy to your portfolio, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're looking for real practical stuff. Get things done, roll up your sleeves and get it done. And that was so refreshing, because I see that myself when I go and talk to a lot of founders, that they're not looking for too much of advice, unless there is something specific they ask for.
You're exactly right. You're exactly right. I mean, I tell people, you just when you look at most of these entrepreneurs, when they have taken the dive, right, being an entrepreneur, that itself huge risk they're taking.
Right.
Especially if they already have some type of product built, you have to respect them. They know the strategy.
Right.
They're not looking for a strategy. They're looking for people like me and you. Hey, can you get me a solid lead in a company? Or can you get me somebody I can hire right people, right? Because that's one of the things we have seen, as an entrepreneur also. I went through 7 VP of sales. Hiring a good salesperson is the hardest, head of sales, because, if you're a startup company, a lot of good salespeople won't come and join you until you have some level of really validation. So that's what I tell entrepreneurs. No, you have to sell first 25 logos. Right. Then you can hire other people. So I think it's been really good. Then I always tell people, some of my advisors, when they say, look, this is a good job to have it, because I'm getting paid to learn every day from these entrepreneurs. Really, I feel like that.
Fabulous. So Dayakar, also tell us a little bit about the new fund that you have. There's been a lot of buzz.
Sure.
And I'm sure there's a lot of excitement among startups, and I'm sure people would like to know a little more about it.
It's been great. Beyond, as you say, it's so much really. We actually applied, as you know, here, you had to apply how much fund you want to raise.
Right.
With the SEC, we applied only for $75 million.
Right.
But we oversubscribed, and we did $80 million. So that was
fantastic.
good. I'm happy to see without going out of Dallas,
Right.
we were able to actually raise, $80 million. And in this round, we have a big institution, came in, a fund of fund, and also family offices, and really some HNIs. So I think, like Thomas, the biggest value we can provide, we being a true cross-border VC. Right. As you know, right. We have a team in India, we have a team here, and as we mentioned in our press release, basically it's not just $80 million fund. We also have another $50 million fund in India. Right?
Oh, fantastic.
Out of the 50, we already raised close to $25 million.
Excellent.
Out of that, we already invested 2 companies.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I think, like, we have a great this combination having where companies starting from India. I really believe India B2B SaaS is going to dominate those companies coming out of India.
Right.
Because they have knowledge right now, they have ecosystem, people like you are helping them how to go global. Right. That's what we kind of call. They're able to start local, and we have some good examples. As I gave some companies like Hyperwatch. They have done fantastic job within India, even Disperse and other companies. Now we are, we're already getting some customers for them here. Right.
No, that's great, because historically India has been known only for B2C, and so much of hype around it.
Yeah.
And it's so refreshing to see funds which are focused on B2B and who believe in the India story, that there could be great B2B SaaS companies from there which can emerge, and they can land and expand in the US.
Exactly.
So that's really a dream come true. So if you're a B2B SaaS startup, I think there's plenty of support and help out there.
Yeah.
And Dayakar and team are poised right for that.
Thank you. I really think so. And I really, as I said, there's so much opportunity from India, because as you know, India has kind of gone through this is what I kind of call a startup 3.0 basically.
Right.
Startup 1.0, companies like Wipros and all that, they have done a great job being a service companies. Then startup 2.0 was B2C, what you talked about. It also created some billionaires. But I think now this startup 3.0, I really think India, is almost, got its day right now in the technology side, and it's going to create companies like, really, you already have seen it, like right now, companies like Zoho and Freshworks, they're creating a true products and able to, come global, able to sell, better, faster, cheaper.
Right.
I think that's the mantra, if they follow, they'll do very well.
Yeah, so thanks so much, Dayakar. That was a very refreshing conversation.
Thank you, Thomas, for coming all the way to our office.
And I think there's a lot of buzz, a lot of excitement. A lot of people would really enjoy, this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
again. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
Bye. Wow, that was good.